Hello and welcome back to our channel, Top 10s You Should Know. Today, we're talking about something that might hit close to home, the top 10 silent wealth killers in your daily routine. These are small habits, some so subtle they feel harmless, but over time, they chip away at your financial future. And once you recognize them, you can take your power back. Let's dive in. 1. Mindless daily spending habits. It's that $7 latte every morning, the quick snack after work, the just this once takeout on the way home. These purchases seem small, insignificant, but that's exactly why they're so dangerous, because they don't feel like much until you add them up. If you spend just $10 daily on little things, that's $300 a month, $3,600 a year. In 10 years, that's over $36,000, not including what it could have grown into if invested. That's the cost of convenience. And it's not about depriving yourself. It's about awareness. If you truly love your morning coffee, go for it. But know where your money's going. Create a treat budget, because silent spending is like financial erosion. It doesn't happen with a crash, but with a quiet, daily crumble. Step 2. Ignoring subscriptions you don't use. Quick question. Do you know how many active subscriptions you're paying for right now? Most people don't. In fact, studies show the average person underestimates it by nearly 2 to 3 times. It's the gym membership you forgot to cancel, the premium app you stopped using, the trial that turned into a silent monthly bill. These charges slip through the cracks, small enough to be ignored, but frequent enough to cause long-term damage. $12 here, $15 there, and before you know it, hundreds of dollars a year are quietly disappearing. That's money that could be growing for your future. It's time to audit your subscriptions. Set a reminder every month. If you haven't used it in 30 days, cancel it. Your money deserves more than being spent on forgotten services. 3. Emotional online shopping. You're tired, maybe stressed, you had a rough day, and there it is, that ad for the thing you didn't know you needed until now. One tap, one click, one dopamine rush. Welcome to emotional spending, the silent thief of financial peace. We shop to feel better, to escape boredom, to reward ourselves. And in today's world of one-click checkout, it's never been easier to spend money you didn't plan on. The problem? Most of these purchases don't bring real joy. They bring clutter, guilt, and credit card bills. Emotional shopping hides behind a smile, but the damage shows up later. So next time you feel the urge, pause. Wait 24 hours before checking out. Ask yourself, do I want this, or am I trying to fix something else? Because healing emotional discomfort with spending only makes the wound deeper. 4. Never tracking your spending. You can't fix what you don't see. And if you never track your spending, your money is managing you, not the other way around. Many of us avoid it because we're afraid of what we'll find. But that fear is costing us. When you track your money, you give yourself power, awareness, control. You start to notice trends, leaks, habits, and those quiet habits are what shape your wealth. Use apps, spreadsheets, even paper and pen. It's not about being perfect. It's about being in the know. Because silence may feel comfortable, but it's also what lets wealth killers thrive. 5. Over-reliance on food delivery. It's raining. You're tired. There's nothing in the fridge. And in 3 swipes, boom, dinner's on the way. Simple, right? But it comes at a massive cost. Food delivery services charge up to 90% more than the meal would cost at home. Between service fees, delivery charges, driver tips, and markups, you could be spending $25 for something that would cost you $5 to cook. Do that 3 times a week? That's over $300 a month. And beyond the money, you're also building a habit that makes laziness the default. We're not saying never order food, but make it the exception, not the routine. Cook at home, meal prep. Use that money to build wealth, not just convenience. 6. Paying bills late, even by a day. One missed payment, just one. Maybe you were busy, maybe you forgot. Maybe the money was there, but you just didn't get around to it. But the cost? It's more than a late fee. It could be a hit to your credit score, higher future interest rates, or even penalties that stack on top of one another. Most companies charge $25 to $40 for a late fee. Now imagine being late 3 times in a year. That's over $100. Just gone. And if it impacts your credit, you'll be paying thousands more in interest over time on future loans. It's a domino effect. So here's the move. Set up autopay. Use calendar alerts. Treat due dates like non-negotiable appointments. Because every late payment isn't just a mistake, it's a brick being laid on the road to long-term debt. 7. Neglecting to invest, even small amounts. We've been conditioned to think investing is for the rich, the experts, or people who have extra money. But that belief, it's one of the biggest wealth killers in the world. Every day you delay investing, you're not just missing out on growth, you're losing time. And time is everything when it comes to building wealth. Investing just $50 a month in your 20s could grow to hundreds of thousands by retirement. But wait 10 years? That number drops dramatically. The silence here isn't what you're doing, it's what you're not doing. Even small, consistent contributions into index funds or retirement accounts make a massive difference. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start. 8. Living without a budget or spending plan. Let's be real. The word budget feels like a chore, like something only accountants love. But in truth, a budget isn't about restriction, it's about permission. It tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Not having a budget means you're flying blind. And when you fly blind, you crash. Slowly, silently. Most people say, I don't need a budget. I'm doing okay. But okay isn't wealth. Okay isn't peace. And okay doesn't get you out of paycheck to paycheck life. Start simple. Use a note app, a spreadsheet, or budgeting apps like YNAB or Mint. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to pay attention because your money deserves a plan. 9. Letting inflation eat your savings. You're saving. You're disciplined. You have money in your account, and that's great. But here's the silent killer. Inflation. If your savings account earns 0.01%, but inflation is 4%, your money is shrinking every single day. You're losing purchasing power, quietly, invisibly. What cost $100 last year now costs $104, and yet your money earned maybe 10 cents? That's not saving, that's sinking. The fix? Don't just save, grow. Put your emergency fund in a high-yield savings account. Move long-term money into investments that outpace inflation. Don't let your hard-earned money sit in a corner and die slowly. You worked too hard for that. 10. Comparing your lifestyle to others. This one hurts because we all do it. You see someone's vacation photos, their new car, their perfect life, and a small voice whispers, "Why not you?" And suddenly, you're tempted. You want to upgrade your phone, buy those shoes, lease that car, just to feel like you're not falling behind. But here's the truth. Comparison is the most silent, dangerous wealth killer there is, because it makes you spend based on someone else's life. You don't know their credit card bills, their family money, their debt. But you'll spend like you do. You'll sabotage your future to match their present. Wealth doesn't come from appearing rich. It comes from being intentional, from focusing on your lane, from choosing long-term peace over short-term approval. Remember, social media shows the highlight reel, not the credit score behind it. And there you have it, the top 10 silent wealth killers in your daily routine. Not loud, not obvious, but powerful enough to steal your future one small choice at a time. Let us know in the comments below. We're all learning together. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Top 10s You Should Know for more life-changing insights. Until next time, stay sharp, stay focused, and protect your money from the things you don't even see.